Hi and welcome to this video. Today I'm going to talk about variable ND filters and their applicability for landscape photography. I always felt that I wouldn't need a variable ND filter because I've got a brilliant set of ND filters, ND8, 64 and 1000. And these have done my landscape photography to date. But what I often find is if I want a specific shutter speed, say half a second for a waterfall or 30 seconds to really flatten out that water, I often have to push the aperture quite a lot to keep the actual shutter speed that I desire for the effect of the water. So today I'm going to show you this variable ND filter. It comes in two parts. The first part is ND125 and the second part of it pushes it to ND6 to 10. So it gives you that fantastic range. And I'm now going to show you this in action on a waterfall. So let's head down the trail and we'll get some images and I'll show you how I use this. So I'm at the falls now. Hopefully you can hear me over the sound of the falls. These are the falls that I'm going to use just to demonstrate the power of the variable ND filter. You can see my composition here. I've got the rock in the foreground through the leading line of the reflection of the sky. The falls in the distance, they're not very far away, but I've got this at 18mm at the moment. Lovely composition, leading the eye straight into the falls. So here I want to catch it at half a second, but as you can see, if I just bring this up, if I switch my info and show you my RGB, my histogram, you can see that it's really overexposed on the right hand side. And now what I would typically have done was just change the exposure to bring that down. Now you can see I pushed that to f22. That is way out of the sweet spot for this lens, which is around the f8, f9 era. So if I pull that back, now what I can do is just use my variable ND filter to bring that back into the range that I want. You can see the ND filter in action. You can see the histogram. If I do that again, that's it on its ND1. Now we're pushing it all the way up to ND5. So let's capture that image to show you the power of this filter when a shutter speed that is the most vital and you want to use the lens at its best aperture. And I really like that image, but what happens if I want to push it to 30 minutes to really smooth out the foreground water, because I think that can be a great one. I've now attached the second part of the filter, which allows me to go from ND6 up to ND10, as you can see. So let's set our shutter speed to 30 seconds. See, if I'd have left it on ND6, it was pretty overexposed, but if I push that up to ND10, you can see it's got a really good one. So let's capture this. I've got it at f8, which is again the sweet spot for this lens. And this approach allows me on location to try out different shutter speeds to get the one that's perfect for the image without pushing the lens to apertures that actually it's not comfortable with and may create some kind of distortion through the lens. And here are a series of images which I captured using the ND filter of this small waterfall. And you can see with this series just how powerful a variable ND filter is to control the shutter speed to give you the image that you prefer. Because I think there are some lovely images in this at different shutter speeds. And using just that one filter and the lens at its best aperture gives me this capability. And the filter I'm using today to demonstrate this is the True Color variable ND filter from JJC. I will put the link in the description down below. It is an affiliate link, you won't pay any more, but it does help support the channel if you use that. I do hope that you found this very short video informative and useful. Please remember to check out the link below for the actual filters that I've used in this video. And remember to check out my other videos. I'll drop the links in the end screen of my other reviews of equipment. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel and also check out these videos next. Thank you very much for your time in watching this video, and until next time, thank you and see you soon.